everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Karolina and I typically post videos on luxury handbags, contemporary handbags, and SLGs, and I post videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So if that's the kind of videos you enjoy, I hope you consider subscribing. So in today's video, I wanted to do a 4-year review with my Speedy B in the Damier Ebene print. I purchased this bag back in 2019 in October on a trip to Germany. So it's now 4 years old. So I have used this bag a ton and it definitely has some wear and tear on it. But honestly, after using it for 4 years straight, this bag still looks in excellent condition. I also do have the Speedy B 25 in the monogram print, which I also got in 2019, but this bag was purchased in July. So this is a little bit over 4 years at this point, and this was also purchased in Germany. So I'll do a separate video on the wear and tear on this bag because I feel like I've worn this bag a lot less, but it does seem to have a little bit more wear and tear, obviously because of the vachetta leather, than the Damier Ebene print. So I'll do a separate video on the wear and tear of this bag. But today we are going to be focusing on the wear and tear of the Damier Ebene print. And my bag, I did get a luggage tag on it, and I believe this is the year of the ox. So this was from, I think, 2021 for this stamp. So that's what I got. So this does not come with the bag. And if you guys hear some snoring in the background, I apologize. That's my 2 dogs sleeping next to me. So the bag comes with a strap. I do have a 3rd piece, but I don't have it with me right now because I typically just carry this bag on my shoulder with the 2 pieces on there. So yeah, so this strap, there's definitely some scratches on the hardware, and then you could see some sizing marks right here from when I had the strap a little bit shorter. And then another thing I noticed with the strap, which you might be able to see, is there is wrinkling to the strap right here. But overall, the rest of the strap and the hardware looks good. The only other thing I see on the strap as far as the wear is some tarnishing. I'm not sure if the camera will be able to pick it up. There's some tarnishing right here to this metal piece, but I'll try to get a close-up for you guys later. And then there's a little mark right here, which you might be able to see from this little piece hitting against that. But that is the only wear to the strap. Like I said, I typically don't wear the 3rd piece, so that one has no wear to it. I do have an organizer in this bag, so let me take that out. Okay. So this organizer I did actually purchase from Amazon. So it's just a basic felt organizer, and then I just have some paperwork that I never, I guess, took out. But this is, like I said, just a regular organizer from Amazon. Okay, so this is what the bag looks like without the organizer. I do still have the marks from when the bag was folded on both of my bags. For some reason that crease just never came out, especially considering this bag is one I wear a bunch. But as far as any other exterior wear on this bag, there is some wrinkling right here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but there's some wrinkling over here. But the rest of the strap right here is perfectly smooth. It's just right here where I guess from the shoulder strap holding the bag up, it caused some creasing. And then on this side, I just have some marks from where this D-ring for the strap is held. I'm sure you could see it right here. And then there's another mark right here. I'm not sure if that's maybe when the strap is attached, if that's where this mark came from. But overall, to the bandolier portion of the strap on the side, that's the only wear I see. The bottom of the bag, there's just one minor white mark, which I'm sure I could wipe off right here. I don't see any corner wear on the bag at all. So the corners look great. Let me see if I can show this to you guys better, but the corners do look great. It looks like there might be a little bit of a mark on the camera showing over here, but in person it doesn't really look like anything. So I'm not sure if it's from the piping around here and that's what it is, or the stitching on the inside that's causing this mark. And then for the straps, I don't see anywhere. There is somewhere over here to this chap right here. There's a mark. I don't know if that's a scratch from my luggage tag hanging, although in this area I don't see any of the hardware touching. So I'm not sure where that mark came from. This chap right here looks perfect. Same with these two. There's nothing to note on that. The handles look great. There's some minor creasing in this handle right here, but nothing too concerning. I know when I did purchase this bag, at the time I did have the Speedy B30 in the same exact print, which I ended up gifting to my mom when I purchased this bag. So if you guys want to see the wear and tear on that one definitely does have a lot of wear. Because that one was from 2016 and I used it quite a bit. And then ever since 2019 when I gifted it to my mom, she wears it every day since. So that's 4 years. She's been using it nonstop since I gifted her that bag. So that bag does have a lot of wear. I could definitely show you guys that. I will say, one thing that I do not like about the Speedies in particular is that other than the strap, which I know a lot of people complain about that. As you could see, it looks like the hardware is 2 different tones of hardware and 2 different types of hardware used. This hardware does not seem to tarnish as much as the hardware on the actual bag. Where the hardware on the actual bag seems to be of a cheaper quality hardware, where it just tarnishes a lot. Like, I'll try to do a close-up later for you guys, but this entire strap is completely filled with tarnishing. The button right here is completely tarnished. This side as well, there's a bunch of tarnishing on this D-ring and the buttons here. Same with these. It's just a lot of tarnishing going on the hardware, which is a little disappointing. I'm not sure if, with the current Louis Vuitton prices, I'm not sure if I would think this bag was worth it unless they replace this hardware, in my opinion. I think I would go the pre-loved route and try to find one for a better price, because at the time when I purchased these 2 bags, like I said, I did purchase them both in Germany, and at the time I think they cost about $1,200 around there here in the States. And when I did the conversion and the VAT refund, I think both of these bags were around $900 or $1,000 that I paid for each of them. So unless you're buying this bag pre-loved, I would recommend maybe buying them overseas if you have a trip coming up, maybe to Europe or something like that, and the bag is cheaper that way. I would recommend getting the bag then, but unless they change these hardware pieces on the actual bag itself, number one, I don't think it looks appealing when you have the strap attached and you could notice a clear difference, because this is a very shiny gold, whereas this is very like dull. And then on top of that, this whole piece is tarnished, whereas this strap is in perfect condition. And then another thing I noticed with the Damier Ebene one that I have recently when I was wearing it, the glazing seemed a little bit sticky on the handles, but I don't know if it's because when I wore it out, it was a little bit more of a humid day and that's why. But that was something recently that I noticed that I didn't in the past when I wore the bag. But the bag has a D-ring on the inside, and then a small little pocket on the opposite side that is zippered. I never really use this. I actually still have the tags for the bag from when I purchased it, and then the little textile card. Yeah, so this is the small little pocket. I personally don't find a use for this pocket, in my opinion. It is very small, but I'm sure if you need something like your keys or maybe a work badge that you need right away, this would be a good pocket to use. But yeah, and again, this bag is from, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the date code, but it's from 2019. So in the past, the newer ones I know don't have a date code, but prior to the chips that the bags now currently have, the date code used to be behind this little pocket. But the inside for the Damier Ebene, other than that little pocket, you don't have any other pockets. Mine is pretty clean considering I do have an organizer in it at all times. So yeah, and then on top of that, I do find that the organizer helps with the sagging. I mean, unless you like a saggier looking Speedy, I personally do prefer having an organizer so that the bag retains its shape. Although I do find that the Speedy 25 tends to keep the shape a little bit better than the Speedy 30, because I know when I had that bag sagged a lot. But yeah, so overall, that is my 4-year review of my Louis Vuitton Speedy B 25 in the Damier Ebene print. Overall, I'm really happy with this bag. I am happy that I have it in my collection. There is wear and tear to this bag, but I did wear this bag a lot. However, I do think that for the current Louis Vuitton prices, I'm not sure if I would pay the current price for the Speedy. I think I might try to either go the pre-loved route, or maybe if I was on a vacation in Europe, then consider getting this bag, because I just don't think that some of the prices for the canvas bags at Louis Vuitton are worth it when they're nearing over $2,000. When you really think about it, you're paying for a tiny piece of leather. The rest of the bag is canvas. And there are other options from different brands for leather bags that you could buy that are cheaper than the Louis Vuitton canvas bags. However, I do still think this is a great bag. It's a classic. And if you can find one on the pre-loved route for a great price, I would definitely recommend this bag. If you guys want to see what fits inside this bag, definitely leave a comment down below. I would be happy to show you guys that. I will say that this zipper on the 25 is definitely a little cumbersome when you try to get things in and out compared to the 30. But like I said, if you guys want to see what fits in this bag, definitely let me know in the comments down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative on the wear and tear that this bag has over the years. And I hope you guys consider subscribing to my channel. I put out new videos every Wednesdays and Saturdays. And if there's any kind of comparisons you guys want me to do with any of my current bags, definitely leave that down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.